Welcome back, guys. We will jam some more bird control today. I just cutted one land because a viewer of mine suggested, hey, let's try 31 with all the additional cantrips. It might still work out, and we were flooding out a lot in the last league. And yeah, let's just see how it goes. I've put in another Omen of the Thieves because I'm uncreative and did not know what I want differently in the deck. Like, all the other stuff felt pretty good the last time. And in the sideboard I cutted the 4th Aether Gust for 1 Mystical Dispute, just as kind of a third mana leak for other blue matchups, and put in 1 Ashiok over the 3rd Lantern, because now against the Primeval Titan matchups I miss my 6th card, so I complete the 6 card set with the Ashiok alongside Blood Moon and the 3 Aether Gust. So let's see how it goes.
Push the goddamn button!
You heard what she said.
Okay, let's go. First match, this time with only 31 lands in the deck. Some more cantrips. I hope the ratio doesn't change the math too much, but we're flooding out a lot in the last league, and try to mitigate that here. Oh, we are on the draw, but we have Bolt into Snapbolt Tef, so mana looks also fine. Not playing against an Uro deck though. Against a companion deck, Urus or Yorion. So it could mean like Titan, in which case these cards on their own are not enough. Could be like Tron, could be Atnos, could be Storm, in which case Bolt is fine. We shall see. The non-companion decks are really few. So on average I would keep that. Could be like Human Stack without a companion. Okay. Foothills. To Stomping Ground Shock into Search for Tomorrow, so it's a Scapeshift deck. Unfortunately we are on the draw. Else these Teferis would have been really good, because then you can fizzle this Search for Tomorrow with your turn 3 play. It's pretty huge. And we don't have any meaningful interaction here. Most of the good stuff is in the sideboard, to be honest. Like Blood Moon and Teferi and Aether Gust, so doesn't look too good here. We can stop the second search. If he's missing land drops, we might have a chance. But he's not. Astrolabe, don't have any play anyways, so might as well. He goes to 4 lands next turn, and then we hope he doesn't get to Titan too soon. We also have to take care about a Dryad, but we can bounce it with the Teferi, so it could be okay, but then we risk the upkeep Bolt, of course, so difficult. On the bright side, he needs land drops, and then his resources are low, so if we maybe manage to find a counterspell, we could pull it off. Svelakut can be an issue though, but with Jeskai you can burn them out, so you don't necessarily need the creatures in play. This is a problem though. So Cryptic is a good one. If we can't go for the 6th land drop next turn, I think we have a good chance. Let's uptick here so that he doesn't go bold and kill the Teferi. Then again, he can't bolt the Teferi, right? Because, yeah, he has no priority in the upkeep, so talking nonsense again. But it's fine, we can still bounce something. Okay, there comes the Titan anyways. Yeah, Damn castle in hand. GG's. Good game. Well played. Aether Gust, Blood Moon, Ashiok. Don't think we really need Lightning Bolt. I also don't think we need all the Path to Exiles. Few against Dryad and Titan can be okay. I like Supreme Verdict against the Field of the Dead stuff. Teferi is okay to stop Whale of Summer and Friends. Some Lightning Helix. 2 is enough. Try to win this with Planeswalkers. Uro maybe. Don't know if they run Sideboard Hate, Graveyard Hate in the sideboard. Let's maybe go like that. Try to find the Blood Moon. The Fairy. Couldn't even Cryptic there, like it was our turn 3. On the play it would have been different, but we lost the die roll, so we lost the first match. That's how it goes. Let's go first now. Right. To find a third land drop, but we have 2 cantrips here, so hope it works out. Yep, perfect. Could be a Tribe Elder now, but so be it. Come on. So I still think we play Teferi next turn and upkeep, so that if he plays a Dryad we can bounce it and then have Archmage Charm up. This way he can't counter anymore with Whale of Summer and stuff. Which seems fine. Keep Ice-Fang back as a blocker against the Tribe Elder, you never know. Let me just hope to draw a few more lands for Hero of Dominaria and go from there, I guess. Can also end of turn Archmage Charm. There's the damn Dryad, as expected. Yup. Have your land drops. Perfect. Bounce. And the next land drop too. Looks fine on paper. I think we need one more land drop for Teferi. Here I hope he doesn't have a second one. Okay, then we can go with Mystic Sanctuary if we want. I don't want to tap out this turn. I guess we have one more turn, then we drop Big Tef and go with Archmage's Charm. Could also Archmage's Charm end of turn and just pick it back up. That's also a line. Ditch this Tef to Force. Summoner's Pact. Sure. This gives us breathing room next turn, because he has to pay 4. I can't imagine him playing Crazes, like the Titan decks, the Amulet decks. Was the last time the Summoner's Pact really got me. Sometimes they run Carnage Tyrant, but doesn't seem that great. Sure, it pressures the Teferi, but we still have Ice-Fang. Tireless Tracker is annoying. Can counter that here, like he has only 4 mana open. So why not? Don't give him any inches here. Has to tap 4 next turn. Okay, what's that? Can still prevent escape shift with Force. They're not gonna happen. You have to bring your boils and chokes if you want to get me. Come on, Archmage Charm, I choose you. Because you are the cheapest one. Take here, play that. Play that. Draw a card. Pick up Cryptic. Can you ask for more? He has to tap 4 lands, and then at worst he can play a Dryad or something, but we have the counter in hand. And with Cryptic and Path as a follow-up, like, what can he do? Our commander only costs 3 now with the Teferi Plus, so we can bounce next turn and reset. Like, looks pretty good here. Yeah, we can just bounce this damn zombie. It's fine, it's fine. The Cryptic, sure. Land drop? Nope. Let's play this one. Keep you. Tick you. Attack for 1. Go. So we can also go for the Teferi ult. Only need a few turns, we still have Cryptic taps and stuff like that. Bounce Sanctuary and go for the lock. So unless he resolves something big, I don't think he can ever kill us here. Sure. Another Tireless Tracker. Do I care at this point? Like, he can play a fetch land, okay, but that's about it. At worst, he has another land drop plus Titan here, so I don't want to tap out completely. So, okay, go for it. Okay, let's get rid of it. Has to fetch here if he wants more value. He gets another zombie, but he has to tap down 4 lands next turn. He can at worst play a Titan, I guess. Did not grab the basic there. Right. Sure. Try to hit the next land drop. Or not the land drop I wanted. Or also not the land drop. Where are our land drops? I only cut 1 land, like... It's not so much that we don't draw any land here. It's scary. Aether Gust is good though. Come on, Uro, give me a land drop. Perfect. Alright. Not gonna tap out lower, so we have Archmage Charm plus Aether Gust plus Force of Negation up here. Yes, he has 4 cards in hand, but most of his big plays costs a lot of mana, so I think we are fine. And we need only 2 more turns now. These decks have a lot of air, like playing around 28 land drops, so that is really a lot. Only have to stop Valakuts here. They are really scary, because they burn our planeswalkers. Field of the Dead, not that scary right now. Okay, he does not do anything. Concedes. Okay, never mind. Yeah, Valakuts are scary, that's for sure, but we have Blood Moon maybe to deal with it. So Teferi was good, probably. Usually they run Whale of Summer and stuff like that. Not sure if Lightning Helix is really good. I mean, sometimes it's nice to gain the life, but we have Uro for that too, and like, if he goes for the Valakut and has it online, the main issue is not that he is burning us out necessarily, but that he can kill our planeswalkers or creatures and stop all the pressure, so I don't think Lightning Helix is that important. Lightning Bolt can be nice against Tireless Tracker though, so seems like an okay answer. We still need some answers against Dryad. Guess Aether Gust can do it too, right? So and he is a natural Valakut deck, so it's not like we can really stop the Dryad with Path to Exile, so let's keep the Lightning Bolts. They are cheaper, more effective, I guess. We can maybe go Bolt Snap Bolt to deal with the Dryad. But yeah, since he has Valakut anyways online in these red-green decks, I don't think it matters that much. Pathing is worth because of the ramping, and Tireless Tracker is better dealt with by Lightning Bolts. But I like a few Path to Exiles just in case something scary comes up. Sometimes we can path our own Ice-Fang to ramp a little bit ahead. Yeah, that's a good line. Well, we have the Blood Moons, we have an Astrolabe, so let's hope to get there. Like, we also have a Mana Leak. We don't keep the Blood Moon to hand, what will we keep? Like, also have a second one in case he goes with no, if he goes with Beast Within. Let's grab the island. Drop the Astrolabe, then we only need basic forest to enable most of our spells. Go Island Forest and then drop the Blood Moon. Could be a Tribe Elder. Farseek, okay. Might grab a duel here, not in basic forest. Then we mana leak his next play and drop the Blood Moon, like no green source for you, sir. Then drop a Teferi eventually, like Astrolabe fixes everything here. Could have a Whale of Summer here, of course, but I think it's worth trying to slow him down. Maybe even want to force this. Okay, perfect. Here we go, 4-color deck, Blood Moon turn 3, easy peasy. Can protect it with Force now too. Your turn. Do we have a basic forest? Relic, sure. Yeah. Looks good. Hey, abundant growth. Well, then let's build us 5-color land here. And Mystic Sanctuary comes into play tap though, which is unfortunate because I would love to drop a Teferi here, but maybe we find a land with the Omen of the Seas. There, he is missing. He can't do anything anymore. So here we go. I like Archmage Charm, not a fan of Bolt. This comes into play untapped, what am I talking, right? It's Blood Moon. Yeah, stupid. So, did everything good here. Is good, all is good. Perfect. We have Force up. Can deal with whatever he plays. Thanks to the Teferi in play. Like, you need a basic forest, else you don't do anything here. We have to fight about our Blood Moons. Good. Let's drop the Tef. Tap 4, so I have one more mana here. Take that for now. Ship the turn back. Right. We have all bases covered here. Let's see if we draw more lands. Okay, we untap 2. Let's uptick here for now, just in case. He can't beast with an end of turn. Let's hold up the counters. Like, we only need 2 more turns for this Teferi to win the game. Yeah, GG's, that's why we run Blood Moon. Our 4-color deck on turn 3. Funny. There we go, second match. Would you like to play first? Of course. Yeah, we have turned 2 Helix into Uro with the land drops, so playing against Luro's deck probably won't matter because he goes with this card anyways, but if it's Burn, well, we have turned 2 Helix with Snap Helix and an Uro, so please be Burn. Please be Burn. Don't have a ridiculous hand, like... It's a good hand against Burn, I guess. This smells like rock. Fortunately. Well, maybe he plays out the 1-drop, the green 1-drop. Lightning Coatl. Well, that is a fancy play here, that's for certain. Well, I think we are still in for Helix here. Like, we have Astrolabe to fix the mana, and it's good. Next turn I will go with Uro, probably, nonetheless. Kill you. Go. Before he plays any tricks in his turn, like Mutagenic Grow when it's a 3-3 to protect it, I just kill it now. You never know. Maybe Attacker's Command. Could be 5-color Zoo or something. Tamugoofy, okay. The other Helix is not doing anything there. Fortunately. Well, but Snap Block Helix could maybe do it. Oh, damn it. No, don't. Ah, fuck. Pressed the key too quickly and missed the Astrolabe there. Turds. Turds a lot because now it's dead in hand for a few turns. Could have drawn into Path to Exile maybe. Which is this? Lurus? Death Shadow, okay. It's a small shadow. For now. Could drop a big Tef here and hold up Helix against Death Shadow. Like, he needs Fetch Shock to make this bigger, I think, unless he has something like Thoughtseize. But if he Thoughtseizes, this is still a 1-1, so no harm yet. But if I kill it now, he gets it back with Lurus, so I have to wait a little bit until his turn. And we can't kill the Goyf right now. Goyf could become a 5-6, but that's not very likely right now. I think dropping the Teferi is the highest board here. Astrolabe should have been in play though. Find Path to Exiles, that's also fine. Do we have a Lightning Bolt here? On himself, that's interesting, okay. That's interesting. Well, then I guess the Teferi will die, but on the bright side, we have 6 points of damage in hand already, and he doesn't play counter spells, so we are still at 19. It's not like this bolt is free. If we find a Mystic Sanctuary, we get him. Thanks to Snap, we have a blocker. He goes for Fetch Shock. Yeah, he's dead, most likely. Our opponent disconnected. Well, now we have to wait. Now we have to wait, guys. Okay, opponent joined back to the game, but it's not taking any game action the last minute, so sure. The command. Huh. The Lurus is not the scariest right now because he is at 9. We can burn him out. Can go like Astrolabe, hold up Cryptic, tap his team and stuff like that. Go with end of turn Helix on him. Then we have Snap Helix and any Sanctuary will be lethal. Teferi will probably die, but he will soak up some damage and we are still at 19, so goes with the Thoughtseize, I guess. That would be awkward, but besides that it looks fine. That he not bolted Teferi is also telling, like, seems like he desperately needs it to grow with Dash Shadow because he doesn't have any fetch shocks or stuff like that. So how will we sideboard against him? Like, Aether Gust is probably fine for Tarmogoyf and Wildner Coatl. Maybe even Blood Moon is okay because I don't see any basics over there. Seems like he's 4 or 5 color. So it could also be something we could do if he has Thoughtseize in his deck. Maybe Veil of Summer is fine. Maybe Soul Guide Lantern is fine. Like, I don't think I want Force of Negation. Because we don't see any blue spells. It would already be 3 slots. Maybe Teferi is not good enough, but he will not always have a lot of Wildner Coatls. And it stops Veil of Summer, which he probably runs. So let's see. Let's hold up white mana and red mana. If the fairy dies, the Goyf grows to 4/5. So the Lurus is not allowed to gain him life, that's for sure. Okay, he just attacks me. Fine. Can you kill me here though? Like, Teemo Battle Rage are only 11 damage, that's not enough. Okay. Yeah, take it. Take 10. Like, whatever. I guess. Maybe his deck also runs Monastery Swift Spear, so I will definitely bring in Aether Gusts, like maybe Timely. What is that? Dismember. Become Immense. And it's 9, 18. Wow, then we are dead. Funny. That goes. I can't stop that, that's for certain. These are 18, 22. Can only go to 21, unfortunately. So I guess we died here. It's pretty unfortunate. Did not think about Become Immense. That's a real bummer. Wow. Fuck. 1822. Go exactly to 22. Thing I can do here. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but there's nothing I can do. Oh, that went horribly. So now it's Aether Gust. Sure about Whale of Summer. Don't think I want that, even though we died to the spells right now. I don't think I want it. Guess we can also steal his 1-drops. Let's try it like this. Trim the curve a little bit. And try to win with Uro and our birdie. I don't think we have time for Blood Moon. And I expect him to bring in Thoughtseize or run Thoughtseize. Third land drop here, but mana looks good so far. Thanks to Abundant Growth. Supreme Verdicts. The best yet. Thoughtseize, okay. Like expected, that's why I brought in the Whale of Summers. Well, if we just draw the third land, I think the hand is good. Fix the mana leak. Alright, we have a breeding pool, so we can play Teferi next turn. Don't have to hold up mana leak anymore, so we can also show him the land drop and preserve 2 life points. I think that's fine here. The bolt against the Coatl. Something. It's a Goyf, of course, then it doesn't work, but we can bounce it back to hand, so we can also use the bolt to kill Luros. So still fine, still fine. Service S. Come on, Path to Exile. Well, not bad. I still bounce here, like, if he kills the Teferi with a bolt or something, so be it. Then at least we saved some life points. If we just replace the Goyf, also fine. If he goes for Lurus Bauble, okay. Guess this becomes the basic planes, so that we build towards Supreme Verdict. It's awkward with the Ice-Fang though. Let's see. Maybe we find the 4th land drop. Okay. Okay. Now I hope to find another land drop for Supreme Verdict. That would be great. Like a fetch land here for Hallowed Fountain. Now we are missing the other white source, unfortunately. So he can't go for combat tricks, so we can still go Ice-Fang with Bolt. But Ice-Fang doesn't kill anything right now because we are missing the third snow card. But yeah, I think holding up Bolt and Path here is fine. Let's see what he's doing. We can also just take some damage if we need to and grab a basic planes. Like, yeah, okay. Doesn't see an out here. So he keeps in the Wildner Coatl, so I think that Bolt and Helix is important also to deal with the Lurus. Path to Exile, obviously good. Aether Gust, therefore, seems also okay. Still like the Teferis on the draw. Maybe 2 are fine enough on the draw. Then we go with the time, but Timely seems really weak, to be honest. Like, yes, we can jump around, but that's about it. And against Lurus, it doesn't do anything. Like, it's not that satisfactory. Could pick up 1 Lantern here and just trim the curve a little bit. But Teferi is interaction, so I think Teferi is better on average. Like, we have to kill the Lurus or counter it, that is the game plan, and if we fail to do so, well, I guess he wins, but we are under too much pressure to dawdle around with 3 drops, I think. Okay. Or with do nothing 3 drops like Blood Moon. Well, this is a mulligan. Snap doesn't do anything, just a Jace is too slow. Fortunate, but so be it. It's still a weak hand on the draw, but I think we have to keep it here. I would love to dump the Sanctuary or the Field of Ruin back into the deck, but it seems too greedy. Like, I think this will be a forest for the Abundant Growth, so we need the mana, kind of. It's a pretty shitty hand, but I guess I have to dump back the Archmage Charm, because with this hand it's too awkward to cast. Then we hope that Mana Leak on 2 into Teferi is maybe possible. There's Wildner Coatl here, that's a pretty strong start, I guess. Then of course he has it. Never lucky. Just another Teferi. Well, you are not helping. Path to Exile is a helper though. So do we go with Field of Ruin or Sanctuary next turn? Sanctuary allows us to play Teferi on 3. Guild of Ruin lets us hold up Mana Leak, and then we hope to find another land drop. Could go with Tarmogoyf here. If his hand is very creature heavy, we have an issue here. Swift Spear, okay. And Death Shadow, no Thoughtseize. Well, that makes decisions easy, because he will probably pick the path and just beats us down with these 1-drops here. Fuck it. Hallowed Fountain. Well, then we hold up Mana Leak and just hope for the best. Like, we don't have much of a choice. Can't allow him to play Death Shadow here or Tarmogoyf or something like that. I need the turn. Very desperately. To 9, we go to 7. I think I can't Mana Leak the Seal of Fire. I have to prevent the Death Shadow here. Could be dead next turn, but go to 7, we are at a virtual 5. If he has another land drop, we die to Lyro's Seal of Fire and this attack, I guess. Oh, we shall see. This doesn't have haste at least, so can't deal with the Swift Spear right now, that is the main issue. Yeah, go to 5. Do you have a bolt? Lyro's Seal of Fire brings us to 1. Which is also scary, of course. So now we can't fetch anymore, and I need life gain and stuff like that. So I need the Lightning Helix. Then we have to kill the Lyros and hope that it's good enough. Thoughtseize hurts so much. After a mulligan. What do we draw? We don't draw the Helix, so I'm dead. He can bounce here, but then we are dead there, so if we maybe draw Path to Exile, we still could have a chance. No, because he just replaced the Lyros and the Seal of Fire. Then I can't deal with that, so I think there is nothing I can do there. Like, don't waste more of my time. Yeah, the first game with the Become Immense and Teemo Battle Rage, that combo really got me. Did not expect that, because then we should have just not played the Teferi out. Did not think about Become Immense. an eternity since the last time someone played that out against me. Okay, okay. Keep. Let's see. Ad Naus. Okay, that is not a good hand against Ad Nauseam. That's for sure. Then we are on draw again. Now we can't counter his acceleration here if he has that. Could have a Pented Prism here. Oh, okay, never mind. It is that fun and interactive deck again. Oh darn, never change. Ah, Blood Moon, don't know. Could be alright, I guess. Like, all these counter spells don't do anything anyways. Guess Ashiok is okay. Let's run Blood Moon. The other cards can at least be pitched to Force, so yeah, let's go. This deck is so stupid. Doesn't do anything. That's better. We are only missing land drops, unfortunately. Guess we risk it and hope not to die. Like, my best shot here. Second land would be all we need, I think. Maybe a Force. Yorion won't matter. That Mystical Dispute has text against his tutors and stuff. Well, now we chill until we find something. So if he goes with the green-green tutor, we play Force of Negation plus Whale. If he goes with the other card, well, that's odd. Let's try to draw another card. We still have some time. No, we draw Cryptics. Sometimes that's really shit here. Hope we will eventually draw some lands. Yay. Now we are missing the green source. But we bought ourselves 9 turns, so eventually we will get there. Or like maybe now. He has also spent like a lot of resources, so it's not the worst here. Can take another hit and then play Ice-Fang end of turn and then we're set. Don't think he can go off with 3 cards here. Okay. I think now we are set. Draw a card. Right. Slow 1/1 beatdowns. Have all 3 of these spells up. Sure. 1 card in hand. He does nothing again. Could path it here, like go away. Does not have a second basic. Come on, dude, concede, please. Like, so unlikely that he ever comes back from this. I guess we bounce our own Astrolabe because I don't want to play into his Veil of Summer. It's wait, I have to make it Snow Manor, and it works. Okay. Guess next turn is Neuro turn. Just do it again, huh? Like... Don't even know if I want the Blood Moon, really. Like, it's not what this game is about. It has Manamorphose, Spirit Guides, stuff like that. He needs double green and blue mana to win, so... Could still win the game. Well, here we have a Force, we have some cantrips. Yeah, leaning heavily on this Force, I guess. But that's the matchup. Looks like opponent is taking mulligans. See if he goes for it here. Rider, Manamorphose, sure. Rider with Pact would get us. Sure. He has a Canceller in hand. New form. So it seems like an all-in next turn, but we have Force, so next turn we also have Mana Leak up. So if we get this Mana Leak online, I think we win. Goes with the Rider now, new form, land drop, and has a Pact, we lose. But doesn't seem like he has it, so... Well, Archmage Charm is bad here. Cryptic also, but Mana Leak and Force could do it. Can still pitch these bad cards. Let's get the snacks into play. Okay, got a Field of Ruin, that's not bad. And another blue source, so I think we just hold the field up now. And then with the Flooded Strand we have all the sources we need. Okay. Still not special there. Alright. Okay, he's flooding out. Right. Our mana here. More blue sources we have, the better. Anything else doesn't matter. Sure. Put it on top. Draw it. Go into our turn. Source, attack. Sure. Then let's try to draw out like a Whale of Summer here. Oh, it did work. Well then. Teferi is pretty good. Now he can't go and protect his tutors anymore, so pretty far ahead now, I guess. If he plays an Allosaurus Rider here, he literally taps out for the tutor, unless he has two of them, but it's his entire hand, like, I think he can come back here. Take your resources away. To discard. He discards it, alright. Don't have to draw extra cards here right now. All is fine, all is good. We have all the counters we need. Now we just increase the clock. To discard. Okay. Come on, man, you have to do something. Now even Grizzlebrand won't do it. You need, like, the shoals or what have you. What is he doing? He's so low on resources, mana department, and he can't win at instant speed, right? So he has to pitch a shoal here already. Here, but won this stupid matchup again. Yo. Fourth match. We have three land drops. We have the Astrolabe. No, 4 land drops. Never mind. Here we have some early game interaction. Target for Yorion, like, what can we wish more for? Let's start with Astrolabe just in case we need Bolt or Mana Leak next turn. Teferi again. He likes us this league. Like, he's always in our hand, or we draw him. Time Raveler is always here. Let's see what we are facing against. Aether Vial. Well then, Mana Leak, you are horrible here. So, how likely is it that Mana Leak will have text next turn? Guess not that likely. And I want to play the Teferi on 3, I guess, so we hold up Bolt here and hope he doesn't drop a Thalia. Please, just play Rebooter. This is interesting. Oh, it's goblins. Never mind, I did not pay attention. So what 2-drops does goblins play? Interesting. The Mimic, alright. Guess we still kill it. Can play Goblin. Yep. And we can bounce the Vial and slow him down a little bit, but these Mana Leaks are also not looking that hot in our hand right now. They are really not looking hot here. I guess we hold up Mana Leak for his creature play this turn. Could play like a Ringleader or something. And if nothing happens, we take the Aether Vial end of turn. Because I don't want him to play at instant speed here. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Okay. Now we keep it at 2. Ice-Fang or something. Hold up Mana Leak. How does this companion work with the Aether Vial? Like, can you put it on 5 and then flash it in with the Aether Vial? Is that a play we can make? Guess I'm willing to try it out, just for the sake of trying it out. Let's try to put it up to 5, like, I'm interested in how this works. Right, you can sack that if you want, then we don't draw a card. He still wants it, okay. We can also Mystic Sanctuary the Lightning Bolt or the Archmage Charm. Okay. Can have your 1/1. Guess I prefer the draw 2, to be honest. Okay. Postboard game. Aether Gust. Seems pretty cool. I think we want the Lightning Bolt effects. Timely could be okay. Not a fan of Force of Negation. Like, you can only really nap Aether Vial, but it's okay. And then maybe on the draw we cut one Time Raveler for Timely. Just to gain some. Call it a day. Try to put Ice-Fangs and Urus into play. Okay. Archmage Charm Steel mode is really important against Vial, I guess. Okay. Now if he goes for Blood Moon next turn, like just in case, want a second basic here. So since we have Helix and Path in hand, I guess basic Plains, even though it's Arcward with Mystic Sanctuary in hand, but I think that's fine, because there can be a 4th land drop later on, or we just draw another land. Does not have an Aether Vial, so at least not yet. What is this? Persist Goblin, okay. Okay. Also have Ice-Fang active. If he does not draw Cavern of Souls, he can also start countering soon. And Lightning Helix buffers up our life total, so take 3 here, that's fine. Top Lightning Helix against something scarier than these. Duress. Don't like that. Oh, Modo. Can sack that, of course, and use it for a matron, but then it's gone at least. It seems to me that he's running some form of combo and needs the prospectors for something. Okay. So ringleader after all. If he sacks this again, I mean... Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I couldn't prevent that anyways. Wow. Draws into more ringleaders. That is nasty. Now he chains these damn ringleaders. So if he brings in the rest, I guess we have to bring in Whale of Summer, because that is too annoying. Yeah, we can't prevent this Sling Gang Lieutenant too, so creates a big board here that we can't really deal with. Unless we draw Supreme Verdict and then he can reload. I have to draw into Supreme Verdict here, I guess, and still probably not enough anymore. Okay, at least we have the Supreme Verdict now. Sacrifice a goblin, target player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. That is scary, and he has still a second ringleader in hand. Like... Oh. I Supreme Verdict now, he can go for either of those 4 drops, then we play Teferi, hold path up, and maybe go for Supreme Verdict in the following turn with the second Mystic Sanctuary, like maybe that is a way to win. Sweep this stuff here away. Because else we take even more damage from this lieutenant and then we die against the second one anyways. I'm not sure, like, this is a 3-3. 3-3 on 3 bodies. Guess that also means that I have to draw a land for the Teferi, or else the plan doesn't work. Should have maybe made this land drop in different order. If I don't Supreme Verdict here, we take 2, and these 2 are also a drain with this, so that's even more awkward. Guess I don't have a choice here. We are so far behind, I don't think we can win this at this point. It's again this discard that gets me, fortunately. Maybe the Teferi draws into another land. Maybe he just goes for Ringleader here. I don't know. Wow. Ringleader and Ringleaders. Okay. Then okay. To preserve my life totals here. Now he can go with the Mimic and Frog Tosser Banneret, who are in the combat step. Next turn we can go with Supreme Verdict and hold up Cryptic, so could be okay. Are at 9, so we have to be careful. Okay, so we fetch out Mystic Sanctuary, put Supreme Verdict back on top, and we take 3 because of those dorks. 3. Then we hold up Cryptic. Maybe with an Uro we can gain back some life. We have to go counter and bounce the Sanctuary to keep the counters coming. Okay, 5 mana. King discards. Yeah, like still can't react here. Take the Cryptic Command number 1, unfortunately. Crazy how he has so much cards in hand after all this exchange, thanks to these damn ringleaders. Yeah, drop me to 4. Okay. Do we draw a card? Or, yeah, because we can block that with the Ice-Fang, right? So, pick back up the Cryptic. Draw the Cryptic. The Ice-Fang here. Untap. Damn land drops. An Uro or something here. We have to counter this one, that is the most scariest one. For sure. Oh man. That kills the Ice-Fang, unfortunately, and we still can't interact because we have to hold up counter spell because of his Siege Gang Lieutenant. Sling Gang. Like... Vomit. If we counter here and bounce the Frog Tosser, then we gamble that he doesn't have another land drop, but I think it's one of the best chances I have here. And then just hope to draw into an Archmage's Charm or Snapcaster Mage. Like, what else can we do? Oh, another of those bitches. Yikes! Stop it! Stop hurting me! I want to win! This damn Sling-Gang lieutenant will now kill us if it's ever hit the battlefield. Like, we're instantly dead and he has another one. Come on, Teferi. If we can get you to ultimate, we can at least get all his land drops. That should also be fine. Archmage Charm, okay, that can help. So one more turn. After Exile, okay. So we have to counter one of these goblins now. We are still not out of the wood. Guess if we get the emblem, we can go for the Yorion draw and just attack his black sources and hope that's good enough. Banner it again. Yeah, I think that has to happen, like... We still have a blocker and a path. So... Yes. It's a very tight game here. Okay, you were the first one. Thing is that Path to Exile will give him another land drop, so if we draw into a Jace for the Brainstorm, that would be the nuts. If he does not attack the Teferi here, I guess I take it. Is that crazy? Yeah, it is crazy because while I'll draw the two cards, I have to attack his land drops. But then we have next turn Yorion and Ice-Fang on the battlefield. We can attack these both black sources here, and we still have path up, so unless he has a lightning bolt in hand, then we die. But I think I risk it here, like, this is the only way I really see to win this game. Like, okay, we die to bolt, but so be it. We know 3 cards of his hand. Like, I see us only winning with the Teferi here. There's no way around it. One, 2, 3 draws. Done. Just hope that he doesn't have Lightning Bolt or Goblin Grenade, like... Take the black sources. Take the black sources. Take this red-green source. Fortunately, we did only draw lands, not a Lightning Helix or anything. So, did you draw another land drop? Did you draw a bolt? Did you draw a Goblin Grenade? Next thing we kill is probably the Frog Toss. Wow. Whew! Guys, that was a crazy game. Alright, 3-1. Lost to the become immense so far. But yeah, pretty fun league. Let's see what we face in the end here. Right, join the match. Join the fun. Draw. Yeah, a lot of cycling here. We will do nothing in the first turns but cycle these cards. Could be Storm. Always these sanctuaries in hand. It's kind of awkward. It was a fine draw, I guess. Go for the Temple Guard now. I can have Lightning Helix on 2 if that is important against the Baral. Does not build towards Mystic Sanctuary, but come in for that. Maybe that's false because I have to tap that down anyways. Yeah, it was stupid. Should have just gone for. I mean, if you go for the basic forest, that also doesn't work towards Mystic Sanctuary, but I guess I should have taken a Breeding Pool there then. So be it. Let's see if this is a Baral. Something. Sprite Dragon. Okay. Sprite Dragon without Lurus in the deck. That is interesting. Now it will be interesting if he has Force. Or not. Let's we try it. Okay, that worked out. Okay. Nothing. Okay. We start with the Astrolabes here. Just another Abandoned Growth, huh? Okay. That birdie will be a big birdie, that's for sure. Well then, let's hope to not die next turn against Bright Dragon, Become Immense and stuff like that. Our interaction is now pretty good here. And we have all the land drops we need. And our bird will kind of draw an entire new hand, so we managed to untap. I don't think we lose this, but what we see. Okay. More Astrolabes. Yeah, sure, why not? Now it's in draw 5. And we can pick up Helix next turn if we want. Now we can play Blood Moon, but who cares? Archmage Charm. Okay. Seems like he is a Threat-Light deck, so I want to fight more about Sprite Dragons and stuff like that. Not entirely sure what he's doing. Could also just be a Blue Moon deck or something. I don't know. I guess I don't want to do that right now. Just want to find more land drops. Hmm. So if this is a Blue Moon deck just with Sprite Dragon, is that it? Because then our hand is pretty much garbage at this point. Yeah, all the snaps in the world. Trying to get some counter magic out of there. Because his hand is probably chock full with that nonsense. Because he missed so much land drops in the early game. I will just jam now all the stuff into his mana and hope that one thing will eventually stick. Like... not much else we can do right now. Yes. So he will draw the Archmage's Charm. We play ours end of his turn and try to draw 2, and if he goes for his charm, I hope he doesn't have another charm, like... let's draw 2. Another land drop to play around Mana Leak. There it is. Now he has the Archmage's Charm still in hand. Well, let's start with Uro, I guess. Eventually something will stick. We just jam threats into all his counters. Three, 4, 5. Well then, jam your Archmage's Charm, I guess. Oh, fine. Next turn we do it again. If we draw another land drop, we can go to Teferi and Uro. Then he needs a third Snapcaster Mage or Force or something. Mana Leak. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Okay, this time Uro sticks. That's good. Let's see if this sticks too. I'm just jamming here. Battle Cruiser magic, like who has the biggest dick? Sure. And we ship the turn back. Sure. Yes. Alright. Next turn we play the bird. If it dies, or get countered, we still have Mana Leak in hand. Then we have again 5 cards in the bin for the Uro. Like, bring it. Sure. Land drops in the world. Go. Bring out my big bird. So, 2 against 2, and he concedes. GG's. Easy game. Guess Soul Guide Lantern. Mystical Dispute. Aether Gust is not useful against. I guess it can take care of the Sprite Dragons. So that is maybe an argument. Maybe 2 is fine, like Supreme Verdict is not the greatest. I guess we don't need the Lightning Bolts necessarily. I guess since we are on the draw, I think I like them more than Lightning Helix. Against his burn plan, we still have Uros. I like the Teferis, I like Jace, big Teferis, Archmage, Charm, Cryptic, Omen of the Seas, all good cards here. Can cut one path, because it's mostly against the dragon, where Aether Gust can also be used. Whereas Aether Gust can also answer like a Planeswalker, red one or something like that. He has Mana Leak, let's maybe run a single off, like, let's see. I think our main deck is pretty much pre-configured against these grindy decks, because, yeah, just run them dry of counters and stick your big bird. Okay. Keep this. That's fine. Ice-Fang is also okay against Bright Dragon, I guess. Okay, now we have an Abundant Growth, and I guess we lead with that on the basic. Snow-Covered Forests. Build towards our bird again. Uro, okay. That's good against his Snap Bolt plan. What do you have here? Nothing. Okay. Could be an opt. Putting up Ice-Fang here. I think we can keep the Astrolabe for later, like put something on top with the Mystic Sanctuary, and then do we risk the Ice-Fang now? He needs to have an opt here or Lightning Bolt or something. Could have a Mana Leak here, a Spell Snare here. Yes. Okay, yes. Now I hope not to die against this dragon there. All the Astrolabes in the world. Kind of want a removal spell now. A Path to Exile, maybe. Next turn we can also play out the Uro. Mana Leak. Let's see what will happen here. 4 mana, 4 cards. More Sprite Dragons, alright. Scary. Come on, deck, give me something good. It's not the best. Can still have a mana leak here, so I guess Teferi is not it. If he has a mana leak here, I want to hold off this Teferi for the next turn. Try end of turn Archmage Charm and lure something out. Our mana here. Painlessly. I think he has a mana leak. How much cantrips do you have? If it taps too low, we can also just drop Yorion. Have 4/5 flyer and play. Should be pretty good. Don't have Ice-Fangs right now. This is 5, then we go to 7. Right. Another bolt. Opt. I can't stop it here, that is the issue. Hmm? Force of Negation. Well, now we have to draw. some removal. Doesn't have another spell here. So we need an Ice-Fang or removal spell now. Okay, perfect. Ship the turn back, he can't interact here with the Teferi. Then in the following turn we try to gain some life with the Urus. We have to drop the Soul Guide Lantern soon, because that stops the Snapcasters. At least one of them. So he has a Sprite Dragon and 2 unknowns in hand, that's for sure. Seems not to be a land drop. I think he would have played land drops out. Okay, okay. So only 1 unknown. But the Sprite Dragon without resources is pretty weak, so... Yes. Okay, bring it. Go to 4, I guess. Then we play out Uru and stop his... Should attack the Teferi if he plays it smart. Yeah. Still, I think still trade with this, because if he has a mana leak in hand, we can still play around that. Sure, you have the Teferi, but you are at 1 card in hand, and you have a lot of resources here. Okay, so first things first, we drop the Soul Guide Lantern. This protects us against Snapcaster Mage. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get my to play. 2, 3. And this one. Go to 8. Nope. Shift the turn back. So I don't think he kills us from 8 here. And then we have Aether Gust next turn with counter protection up. Can do it in his draw step, I guess. Pretty nice game. If you don't attack here, I don't think you can win against Uro, ever. Okay. Play this. Attack. That into play. Two, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now let's keep the 3 mana open against Mana Leak, like then if he draws Mana Leak, he can just pay. We'll sack the Lantern here without card advantage, it's fine, just to prevent any good draws. Get rid of it now. Nope, that will not happen. I don't think we even have to care about the dragon right now. Like, we are at 11. cares? Could have also used Field of Ruin, but I wanted to preserve my mana. And he is 1 against everything. Like, it's a good one. Mystic Sanctuary. Put Archmage Shroud on top. Yes. One of the Seas. I don't need that. Pick up that. Counter blue, blue, and blue. Yep. So, did not play around the Become Immense in match 2. And lost 1-2 there, but made the 4-1 after all. Pretty nice. So the red splash feels better than the black one. Wait, I switched the screens here. Can't even really tell why, but somehow the lightning bolts seem to be more not dead in matchups where you don't want the additional removal, simply because it can also deal with planeswalkers or go face. Like, that's relevant, but I think 31 land were fine. There were not a lot of situations where we were flooding out too much. Omen of the Seas is what I am still a little bit skeptical about. Like, it was fine in this last game to find more stuff. It is there to find land drops. You can blink it. Sometimes you just can sack it for the scry. It has value, definitely, but I would not say it's a core card. If I would have more budget, I would probably try a Renin 6 in there, just to have a good pinger against these other vile decks. Like, pinging a Thalia is pretty nice, or if you're on the play a Champion of the Parish, right? Stuff like that, you can also use it against Infect and any other noble deck. So Renin 6 is definitely something I would consider, also because it fixes all the land drop issues you might have with a single fetch land, so it could definitely be worth it. Yeah, all in all, pretty happy. The Blood Moon pulled its weight against the Valakut deck. Still convinced by the Aether Gusts. Mystical Dispute came in for the 4th Aether Gust. I just wanted to have one more answer against Yorion decks, and it was nice in this league. I still keep 2 Ceremonious Rejection because I respect Tron and the Hardened Scales deck, but I did not face Tron in a long time now, and against Hardened Scales, well, it's not the greatest card there, just flexible. So I could see them going out of the deck, but not sure what we really need. Like, I have cutted the 3rd Lantern for 1 Ashiok just to have these 6 cards against Titan decks. And Ashiok can also be used as Graveyard Hate, and yeah, it's like a dual card. It's nice to downtick and then later on blink with Yorion maybe to get the effects again, but could also just be the 3rd Lantern in case we fear Dredge. Lantern on its own is pretty nice, also in any Mystic Sanctuary matchup and Luros matchup. At worst, it's an overpriced cantrip, but at best, it gets this important graveyard interaction. And yeah, Whale of Summer is busted as ever. Did not face Burn also in a long time, which is mysterious because here, as I mentioned several times, there were leagues where I played against Burn like 3 matches out of 5 in 3 following leagues. Like, it's also the case. So these 3 cards here, in my opinion, are open for discussion. Can also debate the Ashiok, maybe. This could also be a 4th Aether Gust, but attacking in different axes, like stopping them from searching with Summoner's Pact, right, or some other tutors sometimes has value. So, of course, it's very, very unlikely that you find your one-offs in these 80 card decks, so it might be correct just to increase the cards I actually want, but then again, you can see it as the third Blood Moon in the Titan matchups, and the third Lantern in the Graveyard Hate matchups. Like, yeah, not sure. Sideboard, of course, can be tuned. But yeah, the meta seems pretty closed right now. You either grind against Yorion and Lurrus, or you fight off big mana and some combo decks in between. There is not much else. The Lurrus decks are either grindy in Junt variations or aggressive in burn variations. And the Yorion decks are all grindy. And yeah, that's the meta for you. So I will keep jamming this deck until Companion gets banned. They announced bans on the next Monday, but only for Legacy and Vintage because money rules, and they want to sell more Ikoria packs, I guess, for the Companion because before they ban them in Modern. So we can probably enjoy this deck a little bit longer and do busted stuff with a 4/5 that draws 5 cards or something, like we could do against Blue Moon there. Or against the Sprite Dragon deck, like, okay, you countered all my Teferis, and you countered Uro several times, but then can you deal with the 4/5 that redraws my hand? The answer was no, and then he concedes. Yeah, Companion is busted. So, hope you enjoyed this leak, and see you back next time. Bye bye.